about a doggy story. Yanni. I know, okay, some of you love the name and some of you hate the name. Yanni was this cute little chihuahua, big Bambi eyes, that ended up in our veterinary clinic from a rescue. They had picked him up on the street. He had been hit by a car and his pelvis was crushed. Very sad. But Yanni had me by the heart. He had these big liquid eyes, and I kept saying, you know, I'd love to take you home, but you need to walk. My colleague performed some surgery on his pelvis, and he still didn't walk. I did the acupuncture and started the therapies, and he still wasn't walking. I looked at Yanni, and I said, Yanni, you need to walk, or we can't take you home. The next day, and I'm not kidding you guys, the next day, Yanni was on the floor walking. But I forgot something. He was walking on his front two paws, his back legs up in the air, because I forgot to tell him, 4 legs, Yanni. So he actually looked at me, and that was it. By the time I took Yanni home, he was walking on 4 legs, and he became the fastest little guy I've ever seen. Just so grateful, zooming around my parking lot, jumping up on curbs like a little deer. A beautiful miracle story. And I guess you think that we lived happily ever after. No. Yanni was the neediest dog I've ever met. And before I realized it, I just couldn't meet his emotional needs. So I matched him with this beautiful young lady who found a soulmate in this dog. And she carried him around under her arm like Paris Hilton. Let me tell you something. Because of his tenacity, Yanni not only was living life and had survived, but Yanni was living a good life. Right. That's a human example of tenacity that I love. My friend Julie wanted to be a vet. Now, many of us had some doubts, but Julie was going to be a vet, going to vet school. So Julie started applying to the #1 vet school in the country, happens to be in this state, California, UC Davis. Application number 1, we're really sorry. Application number 2, no, Julie. Application number 3, no, Julie. Application number 4, she was still rejected. Did that stop her? No. This girl up and moved herself and her husband to Kansas, where she thought it might be easier, they said it might be easier, to get into vet school. Sorry, Kansas. She applied to Kansas once she had moved there. No, thank you, Julie. Twice, another no. The 3rd time, I think she wore them down. Maybe Davis talked to her, but she finally got on the waiting list. And guess what? Julie is now in vet school. This girl is going to be a vet. Now that's tenacity.